Welcome to the Red River Primetime Sports Podcast. We are your hosts, J. Pat O'Malley, and your very own 2,000 yards, Christopher Guss Barnes. We talk all things sports, from the Pee-wees to the pros, dad coaches to school coaches, highlights, and any sports on either side of the Red River. Mr. Barnes, Mr. 2,000 yards Barnes. How are you today?
Doing well, brother. Doing well. Thanks for having me be a part of this exciting podcast we got going on. How you doing today?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. Well, we'll get into how good we're doing today. You know, so for everybody that wants to know, we did record our intro video 3 days ago. It just absolutely didn't like it. We just didn't like it. So hold on. I got to put on a song before we get into this. You know, I know we're supposed to be doing our intro video, but this is a sports podcast, and we got to talk sports real quick. Okay.
Jump in it.
And I think this song's very fitting for a Monday afternoon after. Hold on. Is this podcast going to be PG-13? PG or PG-13 and a half. We may have to figure out how to bleep out some stuff. Nah, how the fuck did the Cowboys get beat 42-10? It was 42-10. 42-10.
It was 42-10
by the San Francisco 49ers.
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Just straight up embarrassing on all levels. Special teams, defense. The offense didn't even get in the red zone.
At all.
Not one time.
They should just pull them after halftime. You know, I think that was probably the best thing. We should pull them at halftime and just put in the second group. I really think that might have done some good. Saved a lot of injuries because we suffered some injuries that may hurt us in the long run. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
You know me. I am not a Dak Prescott fan at all. Haven't been since they decided to keep him in instead of Romo when Romo got hurt. I was like, that year we went to the playoffs. You know, Zeke had a great year that year, but it wasn't Dak that created that year. It was Zeke. Zeke opened everything for Dak, and it was short passes. And I just felt like that year Romo could have taken him a lot further than they did. And watching him last night, it's just go ahead.
We miss Zeke. I miss Zeke. Let's get Zeke back. I just say go all in and get Zeke back. I don't know how that happens, but let's get him back, man. Because it was terrible.
Probably doesn't. But I think you're right, though. I think, you know, Pollard's great, but Pollard doesn't pound it. He hits the holes, but he doesn't pound it. And Zeke pounds it at least. So, right. I mean, but it seems like every pressure situation, every big game, there's a consistent theme to this, and it's Dak Prescott's three interceptions, easy, and
in a big game.
I just still feel like there's no way he's taking us to the promised land. Period. So, well, we can also throw in a quick Boomer Sooner on my end before we get started on what we're doing on the podcast. So, you know, my University of Oklahoma Sooners pulling out a huge win over the weekend with 1 minute and 12 seconds left. I mean, just as always, Red River rivalry, Red River primetime sports, epic game.
Why not? Red River, that's what it is.
Red River. This is what it is.
Red River.
All right, so let's just get to the meat of what we're supposed to be doing today. Tell me, you know, we're starting a podcast. So it's over sports. Obviously, you and I share, you know, the love of sports going back from, I guess it was 6th, 7th grade in Burke Burnett, Texas, right on the Red River. You know, so that theme, Red River primetime sports. Me living in Oklahoma, you living in Texas, seems to be, you know, very fitting for you and I, you know, but tell us why, tell our viewers why, you know, we wanted to do this.
I think because we have kids ourselves, which we love dearly, that are active in sports, and I feel like with our knowledge that we know, we want to see them blossom into these great athletes and even do better than us. And with us relating to just about every sports, we talk often. So why not just turn it into a podcast and get people to watch and see what we're thinking and what we're talking about. So I think that's why we both joined together and to make this happen. How do you feel? What,
Yeah,
what do
no,
you
I
think?
to me the biggest thing is again it's the kids, just like you said, but it's also it seems like you and I every single week are discussing some aspect of sports, whether that's Colorado playing on, you know, a Saturday, you know, the Texas Oklahoma game. You were texting me last night during the Dallas game. You know, you're you watching this shit show. Like we're gonna have to figure out the bleep button here. Um, but you know, there is one thing in our intro that really catches, you know, my attention the most, and that's dad coaches, and that's something that you and I have shared. You know, even in our passion of playing together, we also share the passion of coaching our kids in athletics. And you know, I feel like there's a lot that we can share in our experience and what we're doing there, and also bringing in others to share their experiences and what they're doing, whether it be high school football coaches, whether it be AAU coaches, basketball coaches, you know, Pee Wee football coaches, every realm of things. We could even, I mean, maybe we get some professional coach on here one of these days, but you know, it's really just you know, helping people understand what we do, how we do it, how we have fun doing it, and how we keep that good dad coach relationship with our kids.
Yep, I agree. I truly agree. It's tough love for sure. I will say it's very tough love. But we also know how to have fun and turn on the dad coach button here and there. And so I think that's what's so enjoyable about it. I think our kids love us on the court, on the field. But afterwards, I truly think that, deep down they love us and they know we'll go to bat for them. So in a nutshell, Red
Awesome,
River
awesome.
Prime Time, here we
Yeah.
come.
Here we come. Yeah, what can our viewers expect in the future from us?
League all the way to the big leagues. It could be a highlight we seen over the weekend that caught our eye that we can share. In Texas, we got a lot of things going on that you may have missed, and maybe in Oklahoma you got some highlight play that you want to share with us. And we'll just break down game film with hopefully one of the coaches that we bring on the podcast, and just have a good time and just just to get our viewers get locked in for every week, something from us.
Oh, that's exactly right. And our just so you know, I just got a text from our number one big idea that said we can record on Wednesday or Thursday for our first idea. So our viewers are going to definitely have to stay tuned to that. You will drop that at least Thursday night, maybe Thursday morning, depending on when we record that. But that one's going to be epic, and I think our City View family is absolutely going to love it. So you're definitely going to have to like or share. You're going to have to see what we have planned. It is going to be epic.
Yes, sir. I'm excited. Now that you told me that he gave us the okay, you know, let's go all in, brother.
We're going all in on this, and he, you know, we're not going to share who it is, but he even said this is definitely not going to be good for him. So it's going to be it's definitely going to be fun. But yeah, so you know, I think the other thing that are a lot they're going to see this video obviously when we drop it tonight or tomorrow morning, and a lot of our viewers that are going to see this are going to wonder, you know, how I mean, I got a text from Mr. James Roan yesterday on how Mr. Gus Barnes is doing. Like, talk about a
Wow.
blast from the past. So, kind of give
20
our viewers
years.
just kind of a glimpse. Yeah, 20 years. But I mean, 20-year reunion this Friday. So, it's I said, here we go. But give our viewers just a quick, you know, update on you. What's been going on the last, you know, few weeks, maybe even the last like 10 years. It feels like it's been 10 years at this point. I don't think it's been quite 10 years, but it feels like it for sure. So why don't you give them an update on how you're doing?
Ooh, okay. I've been doing well. I have had the luxury of living here in Little Elm, Texas for the past, I think, 3 years now. It's been lovely. Having all three boys in sports. And then my stepdaughter, she's very active as well as the boys. So Monday through Saturday, we are locked in with soccer, football, basketball, training. And you definitely got to add that schoolwork in there. They just keep us busy. But for the 10
Mhm.
years, I'd say I've just been really just trying to find who I am, as a dad, and just trying to transition from wanting to play sports, which I can't do anymore because of my, the my health issues. You know that, but the
Yeah.
viewers don't. But my health hasn't been the greatest.
Well,
But
that's what. But again, that's what That's what I was asking you. Is definitely like let them know how you're. I mean, they're going to see you right here, and they're going to know that you're doing much better than you were 3 weeks ago. So
right,
just kind of let them know how you're doing health wise.
health wise, I'm doing well. One day at a time. Just trying to keep my feet ahead of me and just keep rolling and just I'm really grateful to have a good friend like you though. You always keep me on my toes and keep me pushing and so let's get this podcast going, brother.
Yeah, we are for sure. It's funny because it's not funny, but before you had your seizure 3 weeks ago, we'd already discussed having this podcast. Like it was already a yes for both of us to do the podcast. But when you had your seizure and you couldn't speak and you were stuttering and stumbling, and we still catch you a little bit in there sometimes, and it's okay. But your speech therapist came in and was like, we got to work on this, and we had let her know we're starting this podcast, and she lit up like the 4th of July, and she was
Right.
like, "That is the best thing that you were going to be able to do for your speech." And so it really, I think it really just drove a nail in that. Here we go. We're definitely doing this now. We're going to push it out, and we're going to run with it, and we're going to make it, the best and greatest thing that we can make it.
Absolutely, man. Thanks to her and we got our dream to come true now, let's let's get it
Yeah.
going. But
Yeah.
don't take it on
Yep.
me if I word some things wrong and can't get some words out right off the top of my head. But J Pat will help me out the best I can.
Yeah.
I hope.
So, for all of our viewers, we're gonna appreciate your followership. Going forward, you can expect, football, basketball, baseball, you know, NBA, NFL, Pee Wee, high school, anything in between. Here in Oklahoma and definitely North Texas, and we always still follow all of Texas, even though it's so big. But definitely the Denton Ryans, the Allens, the big dogs that are out there, and we can hit up the Bigsby's in Oklahoma and the Jinx of Unions and Choctaws of Oklahoma. So I think we're going to have plenty to talk about, plenty to see, plenty to do, in the future.
Absolutely. I really wanted to talk about some sports today, but I'm gonna leave it short. That's to come. So
Oh yeah,
just
we're gonna.
make sure you
Yep, it's definitely to come.
yes, sir.
We got to go. Make sure we like, share.
Are you there?
What's the other one? Like, share, and subscribe. Right.
Subscribe, brother.
So
That's
see,
it.
see, this is the rookies coming out in this now. So this is the first one. So and we're still going to post it either way.
Hey,
We're not going to redo this one. So, but
bloopers.
hey, closing this out, we're gonna ask you to like, share, and subscribe. We're gonna enjoy this for you guys. We're gonna enjoy it for ourselves. And then I'll let Gus give you your final word.
That's it. He said everything that I was going to say, but just make sure you continue to watch, share, and follow us going in the future. We hope to bring you some joy and laughter throughout the week and keep it rolling. But thanks for viewing our
Yep.
podcast, and that's it.
We're gonna go out on our somber cowboy music again. that's just how we feel on this Monday. Y'all take it easy, Gus. Till next time. Can't wait till we do this episode on Wednesday or Thursday that we got the okay from our guy. And we'll see all the viewers next week. We'll see you later, Gus.
Later, brother.